Dun, 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 dun. Hey, what's going on, guys? Anime223 coming at you with a video. Like I said, I'm going to do my best to do a video every single week, or every single day this week, sorry. So today I'm going to bring you the deck profile for my frog deck, which I was talking about in the last video. So it's a Lancer frog deck. If you don't know what it does, I'll explain the combo one more time. But let's get started off with the deck list real quick. If you're playing frogs, you have to run 3 swap frog. Obviously, it's pretty important to run those guys right there. They get your engine going. They put stuff in the graveyard. There's not much more I could say about them. I mean, you can play it multiple times a turn if you do it right. So it's just overall great to have. Poison Draw Frog, the main card you want to summon back with the Sea Lancer. Whenever it's sent to the grave, you draw a card. 2 Ronin Totems, the way to get the Poison Draw Frogs removed from the game so you can get them back with the Sea Lancer. You get both these out, make a Gachi Gachi, get another one out, sack a Sea Lancer. Sea Lancer's 2700 with the Beast. He can't die a couple times. 2 Dupe Frogs. Dupe Frogs kind of the same as Poison Draw. If it's sent to the graveyard, you get a search, so it's pretty helpful. And the last frog is 1 Treeborn Frog. Just basically for the monarchs they play and whatnot, so kind of helpful. Sorry for the glare, by the way, guys. I can't really fix that, so you're going to have to kind of deal with that. 3 Sea Lancers. Now this guy says when he's tribute summoned, you can equip as many remove play water monsters as you have on him. He gains 1,000 attack as long as he's equipped with a monster, and when he would be destroyed, you can remove one of the monsters instead. So what you do is you get the Poison Draw Frogs out, you equip him to this guy right here, and then every time he would be destroyed, you just get to draw a card, basically. So it's a pretty ridiculous combo if you can get it going. 3 Caius. You need to have something else to sack for. Caius is great. He's just always a good card, especially in this format. He removes, there's a lot of dark monsters running around. There's a lot of big, pesky monsters you want to get rid of. Caius is the best way to do it. And then 1 Dark Dust Spirit. He's just a great out to like a big field. Your opponent didn't have any back row set. You summon this guy, and bam, you're good to go. 3 Battle Faders. Battle Faders, helps you with the monarchs and the tributing. Also, this deck doesn't have a lot of this deck doesn't run any traps. You need some sort of defense in case your plans backfire. So this is the best way to do it, obviously. They attack, you drop this guy defense mode. Next turn, sack for Caius, sack for Sea Lancer. Do whatever you want, basically. You can sync with it. It's great. I'm running 2 Gen X Ally Birdmen. These are my tuners. I mean, I can take my opponent's stuff too, but these are my tuners. I love this guy because I can reuse my Caius, reuse my Swap Frogs, reuse the Sea Lancers. Of course, if I send Sea Lancer back, everything goes to the graveyard. I get to draw more cards, which is great. Just a great tuner overall. Running 2 Trag and the Gores to finish up my monster lineup. It's kind of the same thing as Battle Fader. You need that defense against attacks. Trag is great because I'm running so many different levels of monsters in the deck. Gores is just great for that big beat stick. So that's the monsters. And then we'll move on to the spells. We'll start out with the 3 Creature Swaps. Creature Swap is just such a great card, especially in this deck. I can summon a Treeborn in attack mode, drop a Poison Draw Frog in attack mode, drop a Dupe Frog in attack mode, and then basically give it to them, take their big monster, and, it's GG after that. Kind of the same idea with the 3 enemy controllers. You guys all know about the little Treeborn play in the standby phase. You bring back the Treeborn, play the enemy controller from your hand, take their monster, then get Treeborn back again. Just overall a good card. 2 Salvage. Now, a lot of people question why I was running this, and the reason is Salvage can get back Sea Lancers from your graveyard, because Sea Lancers only have 1,300 attack, and this clearly says 1,500 attack or less. Also great for getting back Swap Frogs that you've lost due to Effect Veilers and whatnot. So, just overall good card to be running. Mind Control, the same kind of basic theory as Creature Swap. I can take your stuff, do whatever I want with it pretty much. Book of Moon, pretty staple. A lot of the stuff I'm going to be showing is staple, obviously. Foolish Burial, got to get the stuff in the graveyard. Pot of Avarice, late game, you used all your monarchs and whatnot. Bam, they're all back. 1 MST, I have the 2-sided. You don't need a lot of back row hate in this deck. You're going to be making a lot of big pushes, so it's pretty nice to have 1 at least. And this is the same thing with the Trinity here: Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, Monster Reborn. You have to run these in every deck. If you don't, you're not really doing it right. So that's the main deck. I'm not going to go through the extra deck. The extra deck's pretty standard. You run 3 Gachis, you run a Locomotion Argenix, then you run a bunch of staples. You know, you got your Armory Arm, you got your Armory Arm, you got your Catastor, got your Librarian, got your Brio. I'm running an Orient Dragon because I think it's great. A lot of people disagree with me, especially people at my locals, but I love the card, so that's always in there. Got to run the Black Rose. I run Ancient Fairy because a lot of people that like to run Gravekeepers. There's some Dark World going around, you know, all that kind of crap. Stardust, Scrap Dragon. I'm running a Thought Ruler because I love Thought Ruler. I think it's a great card. It's so helpful. And then, of course, you got to run Trishula in any kind of deck at this point. So that's the deck, guys. If you got any suggestions, little fixes you want me to try out, please let me know in the comments. I'll be willing to try them out. I love getting ideas from people, trying them out. The way that I build decks now is I kind of see a deck that I want to try, and I basically make it. I mean, I have a lot of resources to pretty much make any card any deck I want. The only thing I don't have is tour guides, and I'm not spending $500 on one card. I really don't care how good it is or whatever. I don't need it. You don't really need it. I know it's one YCS's. That's kind of obvious. I mean, Billy Break back to back. That's huge. With pretty much the same deck, you added a third Max C. So this is the Frog deck. I mean, it works for me. If you want to give it a go, shoot me a PM. I'll write you out a deck list because I don't have it written down. But shoot me a PM if you want to play me on Duel Network. My number's the exact same here on YouTube minus the 0. I don't know why that 0's in there. I keep calling myself Airting with 223. I forget that 0's there every single time. So peace out, guys. Of course, there'll be another video tomorrow. What it'll be on, I don't know yet. But it won't be a deck profile. I don't want to bore you guys with a bunch of deck profiles. But until now, see ya.